Kenya.
And Miss Earth 2001 is Katarina Svensson of Denmark.
Kenya.
Honduras.
Brazil.
Miss Venezuela. Chile.
Miss Canada.
Philippines.
Brazil.
India.
Ecuador.
Czech Republic.
Venezuela.
The Philippines.
Ecuador.
Philippines.
Vietnam. Puerto Rico.
This year, as Miss Earth goes digital on its 20th year, we rise to the challenge. And with just a tap of our fingers, we can unite the Earthlings all over the world. And Miss Earth Crown is up for the challenge. We are bringing you our 2020 Echo Angels in exclusive interviews, plus a whole lot more. This is Miss Earth Crown's Miss Earth 2020 coverage. So join us, only here where we make it possible and where you see it first. Miss Earth Crown.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Miss Earth Crown page. This is another episode of our MEC interviews, live interviews for our special coverage for Miss Earth 2020. My name is Noy Sabilano, and I am the chief correspondent of Miss Earth Crown and your host for tonight. And together with me is, as usual, my dynamic co-host straight from Japan. Let's all welcome Emmanuel Feliciano. Eman.
Hey Noy, wow, I really love that you're using a lot of adjectives all the time. So yes, as Noy said, I am his co-host for tonight. My name is Emmanuel Feliciano, and I am the creative content head of Miss Earth Crown. And for tonight, I will be your live correspondent. So my job, as usual, is to read your shout out requests, your comments, and then later on your questions. So when the right time comes, please key in that question. But before those questions, please give your comments, your shout out, your message of support for our guest tonight, because this year is going to be a very important year for this country. So we need all the love and support coming from you. And then later on, please try to participate in our segment as well. So before we do that, I'll turn you back to Noy.
There, thank you, Eman. And of course, as what Eman mentioned, we have here a really important candidate for Miss Earth 2020 because we are going to talk to the Echo Angels from Belarus. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Miss Earth Belarus 2020, Mariia Reznuik. Hi, Mariia.
Hi guys, so nice to meet you. Very excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you very much once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mariia Reznuik of Belarus. Thank you so much for saying yes to our interview. First, we would like to ask, how are you right now?
Well, to be honest, I'm so nervous. It's not even funny. So I'm just trying to breathe as much as I can to just relax. So hopefully that's working and I don't look too scared to you guys.
I
No,
think it is
no.
working, yes. And do not worry, you are stunning, you are beautiful. And this is going to be a fun and light
Thank
interview
you.
for you. And I think we
That's
have
right.
already some of our viewers logged in. So for tonight, we are asking all of the fans and supporters of Belarus to already place their comments because we are
Yes.
going to have an opportunity to read your comments and your messages for our Echo Angel from Belarus. So maybe, Eman,
Mhm.
are there already some comments and
Oh
messages of
yeah,
love for
that's true. That's
Mariia?
true. There are already some comments because Arvin Salazar Funacer says Filipinos love Belarus.
Aww.
We do. We do. That's right. So cute your
Thank you
picture,
so
Arvin
much,
says.
Arvin. Thank you, guys.
Oh, there you go. You got a hi from our Miss Earth Belarus 2020. Thank you, Arvin. Arvin. Okay. Ubram Moon says
All right.
very beautiful Miss
Ooh,
Belarus. Yeah, we agree. Yes, our guest for
thank you
tonight,
so
Maria, is
Yay!
so
much.
beautiful. Also, Arvin
Thank you.
has another comment. She says, "You are my front runner from the European continent."
Oh,
How do
Wow.
thank,
Yes. How do you feel about
thank
that,
you.
Maria?
To be
Yeah.
honest, it's so amazing to see support, love from people. It's like it's really inspiring. And thank you so
Mhm.
much for like commenting and reaching my Instagram. I just love it, and it's literally makes my heart melt. Thank you.
Oh,
Wow.
that is amazing. See, so fans like you, Arvin, who support all our queens, and especially your favorite queens from around the world, that really helps a lot. So show your support, okay? And we have Chris Caleb Ismael. So hi, Miss Earth Belarus. There you go. And
Hi.
hi, Chris.
Hi,
There you go.
Chris.
And our very avid supporter, he watches every single episode. Migs Pelaez says, gorgeous
Hi,
Miss
Oh,
Migs.
Belarus. Hi, Migs. And
hi. Thank you.
there you go. Before we go to our first segment, one last comment for now. And this one is from YouTube because we are live both on Facebook and YouTube. So one comment from YouTube is from Patrick Sara. Patrick says, hi, Queen. There you go. Yes, to
Thank
Patrick,
you. Hi. I
you're
actually thought
already
it would be my
queen.
mom.
Oh, really? There you go. I think yes, later on you will be looking at that. All right. So that's that's all for the comments for now. Don't worry. There some comments are still coming in, but we will be reading them again later on. All right? So Noy? No, actually, it's my
Perfect.
turn, right?
Yes, it's your turn. But then before we start with the first segment, we are asking all of the fans to continue placing your comments because as you can see, your love and support is actually helping out our beautiful Echo Angel from Belarus right now. So please send all of the love
Yes.
and messages for Maria right now because right
Yes.
now we're starting off with the first fun segment. Eman, what is our first segment for tonight?
Yes, our first segment for tonight is called my computer is at it again. Yes, there you go. So our first segment for tonight is called Maria's firsts and lasts. Okay, what
There.
is Maria's first and last? We are going to ask
Ooh,
Maria
exciting.
to tell us about her first or last, not both, but first or last within a certain category. So let's begin. Maria, are you ready?
Of course, I'm ready. I'm excited.
There you go. We
Yay!
are excited too. So, Maria, here is the first one for you. What is the first thing you do every morning?
Ooh, that's hard. Watch Netflix.
Watch Netflix. Wow, amazing. So, like, after you wake before you get up, before you get up, you watch Netflix first.
Yes,
That's really nice.
usually, yes.
Yeah, like some
Yeah.
series first or some show that you like. That's great. Okay. There you go. Thank you so much for that. Now, the next thing is this one. Maria, what is the first app that you check on your phone whenever you open your phone? What's the first app that you check?
You can guess it. Instagram.
I knew it.
Oh.
I knew it. I knew it. Okay, there you go. Thank you so much for that. Because we can relate. That's actually the first app I also check whenever I get up. Okay. Now, before we go to the
I think
next
it's so
one,
many people.
yeah, so many people, right? So many people check their Instagram first. So before we go to the next one, um, our Earthlings, our viewers right now, our fans, we would also like to ask you to ask Maria her first and last, like what we are doing right now. So after the round that we are doing, the rounds of first and last that we prepared, we would like to ask you to ask her about her first and last as well. So we are going to expect that in the comment section in a bit. But before that, let's continue. Maria, the next thing is this. Who is the first person? Who was the first person you messaged today?
Ooh.
Actually, it's my best friend Natalia. She's watching right now. So, hi.
Oh, wow. Hi, Natalia. Okay, the first person that Maria messaged today was her friend Natalia. There you go. Thank you so much. Now, the next one is first impression people have about you. We are curious to know. This is a nice question.
Oh,
What's the first impression people have about you?
that's actually quite difficult because, I tend to have quite strong facial expression, let's call it. I don't look too friendly at first, and then you get to know me, and I'm a totally different person. But unfortunately, I think a lot of people, when they first see me, think that I'm cold and just not very nice. But then hopefully they change their opinion about me. So, yes.
Oh, yeah, it's understandable because you're very beautiful and you're very stunning. So
Thank you.
maybe some people would get that impression. But before we went on live, ladies and gentlemen, before we went on live, we already felt how friendly Maria was when we saw her before we went on live. So we agree.
Yes.
We agree that when people get to know you
Aw,
more,
thank you.
they will discover that you're very friendly and you're very sweet. So thank you so much for that. Yes. There you
Thank
go.
you.
You're welcome. And now the next one is this. Now, after the firsts, let's go to the lasts. Okay, what was the last thing you would forget? What is the last thing you would usually forget before leaving the house? For example, I always forget my house key before I leave the house. How about you? What thing do
Mm,
you usually forget?
glasses.
Oh, your glasses. That's
Yeah,
right.
because I
That's
need them
right.
for driving. So I always get them and I turn around the house looking for my glasses. Without them, I'm absolutely blind. So
Oh.
I see. I see. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Without the glasses are so important. Thank you very much for that, Maria. Next,
yeah.
last time you got really nervous on stage. On stage. Was there
Mm,
any instance that you became nervous on stage?
yes, I think the last time I can definitely recall was at Fashion Week. I was so scared.
Mhm.
I actually did not even want to leave for it. I was just freaking out. So yeah, that's probably the last time I was on stage. Yeah, it was very experience.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would have been really nerve-wracking. But congratulations, you made it through that. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so that was the last time Maria got really nervous on stage. Now, how about the last country you have been to before the pandemic, or the last place outside of
Mm,
your
Australia.
Australia?
Oh.
Wow. That would have been
Um,
that's actually a
I
nice
love
place to be.
Australia.
Okay. Wow, you love Australia. Yeah,
Yeah, it
we
was
can.
just scary, but yeah, it was
Mm, yeah, I see, I see. Wow. How long does it take to get from Belarus to Australia, if you don't mind telling us?
Oh, don't even ask me. It's so long. It's
We knew it. I
terrifying.
knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I was like, trying to imagine, wow, from Belarus to Australia. That's a really long flight there. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, what is the last thing you think about before going to bed? So if the first thing you do is like watch Netflix, how
Mm.
about thinking? What is the last thing that you think about before going to bed?
Well, lately it's been Miss Earth actually.
Mm,
What I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna like, my videos, photos, so much stuff. So that's what I always think
mm-hmm.
about right now.
I see. Understandable, of course. Yeah. And that also says that you're focused on Miss Earth and that you really think about how you will do well in the competition. So that's actually a good sign. So thank you very much for that. And that is our first segment, which is, well, my voice is cracking right now. That was our first segment, which is the first and last. Our next segment is called the Echo Photo Swap Challenge. But before we go to that, I'll turn you over back to Nonoy first. Noy.
There. So thank you, Maria, for accepting the first challenge, the first segment. And
Hi.
I hope yes, our Earthlings got to know you a little bit more with the answers to the questions. But then, of course, the main focus or the main reason you are here is that we want to talk to you about your story as an echo angel. But before that, we want to find out what your insights are and your opinions are about certain environmental issues and topics. And we're going to do that by showing some echo photo entries of your echo sisters for Miss Earth 2020. So we're going to show the
Mm,
photo, okay? And then you're going to say what you think about the photo and your insights about the message and the environmental issue that is being shown by the photo. So are you ready to see the
right.
first echo photo from your echo sisters?
Yes.
Maria.
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
definitely.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So
All
let's
right.
show this first echo photo. This echo photo
Mm.
is from your sister from the Netherlands, Tessa Leconje. So this photo is actually the message here is bicycles to reduce emissions. So what do you think of this photo? What are your insights on this one?
Actually, this girl is so lovely. It's like amazing, like one of my favorites, the girls I talk to.
Mm.
But overall, on the problem, it's I think it's a great way to actually reduce the emissions from the vehicles because, for example, in Belarus, a lot of problems with bad ecology is actually linked to uses of like a lot of people using cars. So I
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
think in all Europe, it would be a great approach to just start using more bikes instead of using cars when it's possible. Of course, like not in winter, but in summer, it's a great way to travel to work, and it's a great way to actually help our planets by, thinking small, like doing small things. But yeah.
Amazing.
Yes, that's actually a really great point. And of course, when you said that this is a really great way of like reducing the carbon emissions, we totally agree. Now, I'd like to do a follow up on that. What other ways, being an eco angel, Maria, what other ways can you like um recommend or suggest for your, for example, the society or people to reduce the carbon emissions in their own countries aside from like using bicycles? What are the other ways that you can recommend?
Mm, to be honest, I think I read a really big article about the use of fertilizers and how fertilizers actually cause greenhouse gases. So I
Mm-hmm.
think rethinking agriculture would be an amazing way, particularly for my country, just because we do a lot of agriculture to just, stop using the products which like release a lot of greenhouse gases and just start using more like better products which actually release less. So I think it's a great solution for countries like mine.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
Wow.
really great input. So that is just only the first photo, huh? And now we
Mm-hmm.
are already knowing that Maria Reznuik already knows her stuff. You know what you're talking about. Great
Right.
job. So
Very
we
good,
are
very
we
good.
are really
Yeah,
happy with your
I just wanna
answers.
say something about rethinking agriculture because sometimes it's so nice to have an insight on what we have always thought that was natural and good, but actually
Correct.
can also have some harmful effects. So thank you
Correct.
so much for that. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Yes,
So
let's
that's
go to
only
the
definitely.
the
next one.
yes. That's only the first photo. Now let's talk about the second photo from this time, Brittany. Since you mentioned Australia a while ago, Brittany Dixon of Australia's eco photo is about the wildlife conservation, which is actually her main advocacy. What is now your insight about the ongoing problem or issues of protecting our wildlife and animal protection in the world?
Um, well, to be honest, my point is that we definitely need to preserve wildlife, just because it's very important to keep our ecosystems healthy with a lot of variety. And when there is a lot of variety in an ecosystem, that's when our planet is healthy. So I definitely believe that we should do more for the animals, and deforestation is a lot of the harm for the wildlife. So that's definitely one of the issues with that. And also, I'm a huge I'm actually really against zoos and any places animals are used in the wrong way. So I think we should rethink that, because I mean it's 21st century and animals are just not the toys. So yeah, that's my point. But definitely for Australia, as they've got such a broad like variety of the wildlife, it's very important to try to keep all of that. And I think people should think about it more for sure.
Yes, sir.
That's
Also,
right.
really great message. Now, a follow up again, Maria. Now, in terms of your country, since of course we mentioned Australia, and that is Brittany Dixon's photo, what are the current issues that Belarus is facing in terms of wildlife preservation? Maybe you can share a little bit. Do you have any problems or issues with animal protection right now in Belarus?
To be honest, I think it's pretty much like every single other country. It's just, yeah, so zoos and deforestation and I mean ecological problems, which causes a lot of like problems for the wildlife in general. But yeah, there are some laws which being made to protect the wildlife, so I'm kind of proud of that. But yeah, I think we definitely can do more as a country and just as a world as a whole.
We totally agree.
Amazing.
Yes, we actually agree with your message. And since you mentioned just a while ago about deforestation, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Okay, but then let's first have another insight on this one last echo photo from this time, Isabella of the U.S. Virgin Islands. And this is her photo talking about facing the reality of climate change. Now, of course, this is a very important issue nowadays. So, Maria, can you tell us what is your take? What is your insight on the growing climate crisis around the world?
Uh, Well, I think it's a fact, and I do share some stuff occasionally on Facebook and Instagram. I also follow like the Greenpeace and other organizations, because I think it's a huge problem, and I'm really glad Greta started taking it to a new level, so more people aware now about what are the issues with the climate change, and I think we definitely need more climate activists. And yeah, apparently there are some issues which if we won't fix now, like the ice melting and other stuff, which will cause like the permanent damage to our planet. So as more people start talking about it, as more this issue is going to be solved. So I think we should share it, we should read about it, we should tell our kids about it. So that's my take on it.
Wow, that's a really great answer. And we also agree that I think we should be able to take action and support climate activists, most especially during this time of the pandemic.
Yes.
Now, I'd like to do another question for that. Of course, one of the biggest issues facing climate change, or the topic on climate change, is the fact that there are still a lot of people who do not believe that climate change is real. I mean, Eman is going to agree with that. What do you think
Mm-hmm.
is your message to these people who still do not believe that climate change is happening right now?
To be honest, I just don't understand people who don't believe in climate change, because all you just open the statistics, the temperatures are rising, and you can actually physically go and see changes in our own ecosystems. So
Right.
there are more floods currently, more fires happening, so much more issues which like starting to appear more and more. So for those people, I just want them to open their eyes and finally start reading about it, talking about it, asking people about it. And I think it's something like it's a fact. The planet is changing, and if we don't take care of something, it's gonna break. So that's my point on it.
Wow, that's
That's
really
true.
a powerful message. If we're not going to take care of the planet, it's going to break. Those are really
Hmm.
great messages on the eco photos. Thank you for your insights, Maria. Now
Thank you.
let's talk about your own Eco Angel story. Of course, since you have been appointed as Miss Earth Belarus 2020, we want to put a spotlight on your own story, okay? Now, we would like to give you an opportunity to talk about what you want to support as an advocacy, as a candidate to Miss Earth 2020. Maybe you can
Okay.
tell us right now.
So to be honest, I'm in between two big two big problems, which I really want to talk about. So the biggest problem, I believe, is actually deforestation, which I was mentioning earlier, because I mean there is 30% of the forest which cover our planet, and we cut a lot of it, and we use a lot, and um, the temperature rising because of the carbon emissions, and I mean they are the lungs of our planet. They are necessary for us to breathe, and I think there is nothing more important than breathing oxygen. So yeah, so I think we should definitely plant more trees, because they are the ones which are something very important than Wi-Fi, for example. There is a lot of Wi-Fi stations being built, and there is not enough trees to be planted.
Hmm.
I hope you know what I mean.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
of course,
yes, yes, yes.
we really understand that. And I think you also mentioned something about deforestation in connection with wildlife protection. Maybe you can walk us through why exactly did you choose this advocacy? Is there any like backstory? I mean, is there any history in your life that made you decide to talk about and really promote your cause as deforestation?
To be honest, I link it even more to the use of like wood for like single-use products, for how much paper we produce. So my story started with my last job. So I was working for a company which made the bags not from plastic, but from the
Ah.
cornstarch. So that was quite
Oh.
interesting for me. I was like, why are those bags? They're actually compostable. You can buy you can buy those sort of places now. And for
Hmm.
job, I just started researching it, and I find out how much plastic actually ends up in the water. And
Mm.
sorry,
It's okay.
No, it's
Yes,
and
yes.
okay. We can
yeah,
hear you.
and that Jesus. Sorry. Yeah, and that kind of led me to think think about the current issues, and think about why we use so much paper. For example, the single-use products, the paper cups we use, and then I started thinking about the forest. So I
Mhm.
kind of got into the whole climate change thing with my last job, which I'm really proud about. And
Mhm.
now, yeah, think
Wow.
more and more about that.
Yes. Well, actually, we have here one photo. Maybe, Eman, you can show one photo from our slideshow, because I think you
Hmm.
have posted an echo photo yourself for Miss Earth 2020, right? And this is a really simple
Yes,
yet
I did.
powerful image. Yes, it's a very powerful image. Maybe you can talk about this. This is a very simple yet powerful photo. Maybe you can tell us the story behind this.
So yeah, this is about the using the paper receipts,
Mm-hmm.
which actually they are quite harmful for the environment. They contain a lot of chemicals, and not many
Mm-hmm.
people actually think about it. And I got this idea when I was traveling, and and I saw that a lot of companies now they don't offer the paper receipts. They actually do digital
Mm,
receipts. So I was like, what
okay.
is the
Yeah.
reason for that? And yeah, and I kind of started reading about it, and then I got told that actually there's also a lot of chemicals which used to produce those. So for me, it's
Yes.
yeah, it's definitely is a problem. People don't really think about it, and when I send a message, I want it to be something which will kind of make people think, about something new for them.
Mm,
Yes. Actually, when I saw this echo photo and your caption, I was actually very surprised with the trivia that you placed there. I didn't know that a lot of chemicals are being used just to produce these receipts, and it's actually very
mhm.
harmful to the environment, which is actually like new learning for me, new information to me. So thank you, Maria, for sharing that
Yes,
information in this echo photo. Yes. Another thing
that's
that
what I
I
was talking
noticed.
about for sure.
Yes, yes. And another thing that I noticed, Maria, I actually follow you on Instagram just recently. And I noticed that
Yeah.
you have a lot of photos of the outdoors, like you are at the beach, like in the waterfalls. Maybe you can share a little bit. Why are you so in love with, and why you're so in touch with the outdoors, with the outside world, like the beach and the ocean and the waterfalls?
That's actually because I studied at the University of New Zealand. And New
Mm,
Zealand, I think it's a great place to like choose an example for the ecotourism because it's one of the most untouched places on earth.
mhm,
So that gave me a lot of feels for the outdoors and for the beaches and actually for conserving and protecting because they've got an
mhm,
amazing way to look at their nature as a part of who they are and they try and preserve it.
mm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I would love it to be all my country, true for my country, and for a lot of other countries
Wow.
because if we look at what's around us as something we own, then we treasure it more.
Wow,
That is
that's a
true.
really great message. Maybe Eman can have a question about this. Maybe, but before that, I'd like to ask another question about your connection with the outdoors and traveling. What is it about experiencing and traveling the world that makes you fall in love with Mother Nature even more? Aside from the things that you mentioned, why do you think it's important for us humans to experience Mother Nature by traveling so that we get to appreciate and have a deeper understanding that we have to protect our Mother Earth? Maybe you can share your thoughts on that.
Yes, definitely, I would love to. I think all the places on Earth are so unique and different. Like, I traveled a lot of places in Asia. I've been to Japan, Korea, China, and then a lot of places in Europe, like, Belarus. All have different nature. We all have different environments and different things, like each country have amazing waterfalls, amazing beaches, amazing forests, and they are absolutely different one from another. So that's what we need
Mhm,
to preserve because if we lose that, lose the variety around us, we lose the variety again of the wildlife, we lose the
mhm,
variety of forests around us and the variety of the plants, and that's very important because I
Mm.
think each person should be able to see it. Our children should be able to see it. How different every place on earth is, and how magnificent in its difference.
mhm,
Yes, a really powerful message. I like what you said about being able to take care of the environment and experience it so that the younger generation will be able to do so as well, right? A really great message. Eman,
Yeah,
maybe you
for
have
sure.
a
Yeah.
follow up on that. Yes, maybe do you have any questions about what Maria has already shared with us right now?
Yes, so just a very simple question about that. So since you told us that we can fall in love with nature through traveling by experiencing the outdoor,
Yes.
now that a lot of people are just inside their homes and they could
Yeah.
not travel because of the pandemic, what is your advice or anything that you can think of to tell them on how we can still take care and love nature even if we can't go out and experience it right now?
To be honest, I do believe that in a lot of countries you can actually travel locally, which is a great
Mm.
thing. So now we are, if before a lot of people were traveling to see the nature and to see places around the world, now they can go to, next forest and see what it is like and appreciate its beauty and maybe clean it, look after it and look things around that more locally, which is important. Local development, local produce, local farm, local traveling, like enjoy the nature around us, appreciate it more. And if you love your local stuff, you'll love the stuff more internationally, you protect it.
Wow, that is amazing. That is actually
Yes.
great advice. You are right. You are right. Actually, even if international borders are closed right now, a lot of local restrictions have been lifted, and this is a good opportunity for people to travel. Actually, let me just share because here in Japan, the government has a
Yeah.
travel local campaign.
Mm.
If you travel, you get 35% discount on accommodations, and you get vouchers and coupons to buy local products.
Yes.
So that is one way of doing it. So that is really nice, Maria.
To be honest, if I have a little
Yeah.
time, I can share an amazing idea I just recently heard about the
Hmm.
local farming as well. And people around the world currently making sheds to just share the
Mm.
produce they're making, the excess of the produce to actually that's a way to benefit the environment. It stops harmful chemicals for the production of these foods. It stops overproduction just because you share with your neighbors what you locally
Mm.
made and everyone can enjoy it. And it's also a great way to share with the community just because we are like with the pandemic, we actually I think learning how to live in a community again, which is a great thing. We're becoming more united against something.
Yeah.
That
Yes,
is
that's
true. That
actually
is true.
that's actually very correct, Maria. And what you have just shared just goes to show that the different sectors of society, like travel and tourism, agriculture, economy, and definitely environmental protection, these things and sectors are all interconnected with one another, right? So we will have to make sure that
Yes,
we
for
do
sure.
our part. We have to do our part to experience Mother Nature by traveling and also supporting the local products and then doing our job to make sure that agriculture is alive and thriving in our local
Right.
Yes.
That's
areas.
true.
Really
I
great
agree.
insights. We are learning a lot. I'm sure Eman is also
We
learning a lot
are.
from
Yes.
your insights
Yes.
right now. There, there. Now, since you have shared extensively your ideas about deforestation, the use of single use plastics, and your love for travel and ecotourism. Now let's talk about your journey as Miss Earth Belarus 2020. Now, of course, this question is going to come in definitely because we are all aware that your predecessor, Alice Manyonok from Belarus last year, did an amazing job of clinching the title Miss Earth Fire 2019, right? So the question now, Maria, is do you feel any pressure that people are also expecting you to perform the same level as Alice Manyonok last year? What are your thoughts on that?
To be honest, I don't feel threatened at all. I feel more proud than anything,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very, very proud of you. I think it actually encourages me to do more than like scares me. And it's just a different way to look at this situation. I'm proud of you, and yeah, I feel it empowers me.
Wow.
Yes, yes. Actually, you will have to take it as a fuel to to fuel your passion to really do well. And I think you
Hmm.
and Alice
Yes,
are actually two different people. You're two different personalities. And I think you're going to hold your own torch when you perform and compete at Miss Earth 2020. Now,
Surely.
yes, surely, yes. Now, another question is that about your your bid for the Miss Earth 2020 crown is that of course, people from the very moment that you were appointed as Miss Earth Belarus 2020, there are already a lot of support coming in. The question
Mm-hmm.
is, were you surprised that there was already a lot of attention and support coming in for you the very moment that you were appointed? What is your opinion on that?
To be honest, that's why we do it. I don't know. Well, to be honest, that's why because I think it's amazing how it unites people, especially in times like. And I believe beauty should be for a cause, you know. We should embrace different types of beauty. We should embrace, as we embrace our planet, you know, how different it is. And I'm amazed with people. And to be honest, for me, this support is what I, you know, love about. And how amazing people are, how kind people are. It makes me believe in humanity more. And hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
with those people, we can actually go and change the world and do something and make a message
Mm-hmm.
powerful enough to be heard.
Yes, that's a really
That's
great
true.
way of looking at it. Right, Eman, because I think from last year, when because we also interviewed Alice Manyonok last year when
Yes,
she
yes,
won,
yes.
after she won Miss
Mm-hmm.
Earth Fire, and she was
Yeah.
also really overwhelmed by the support, most especially by the
Yeah,
Filipino fans. So one tip
yeah.
right now, you will have to get used to like the messages and the comments coming from the fans around the world, most especially for the Filipino fans, because Filipino fans, they really support. They don't play, they support their favorites. And I think you are one of their favorites right now to win the crown for Miss Earth 2020. Right? Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
One more
I'm
question.
glad to hear that, and definitely, I love Philippines.
Oh,
Yes,
thank
yes.
you.
Thank you so much. Now, one last question about your journey to the Miss Earth 2020 crown. Since we are going virtual, maybe you can walk us through. Have you done any preparations? Where are you at right now in your preparations for the virtual competitions?
Oh, to be honest, the preparation started about a month ago, maybe a bit less, but it's a lot of work. I'm currently working on my video, the introduction
Mm-hmm.
video, and I just finished my photos, which just been released, the main headshot. And I'm working on the topics a lot. I'm reading about what I'm gonna advocate in this competition, and yeah, it's a lot of work. It's everyday work, and every day that's what I actually pretty much wake up with in my head first thing, and the last thing I fall asleep with. So it's in my
Mm-hmm.
head 24/7.
Wow. Eating and breathing Miss Earth 2020.
Right.
I think that's a really
Actually,
great way. Yes, Emma.
that's why right now we already feel that you are working hard on this. We hear you. We're hearing your answers. We're hearing your insights, and we realize that wow, Maria is really breathing and living the Miss Earth beauty for a cause. There you
Correct.
go.
Yes. And I think our fans are going to agree that you are, when they said that you are one of the front runners, you have proven them that you are really a front runner with the way you answer all of our questions right now, which is why we are going to ask our Earthlings, our live fans, to already ask their questions to our Echo Angel from Belarus, Mariia Reznuik. Eman, are there any questions coming from the live fans right now?
Yes, actually, in between our segments, uh we were not able to read some of the comments because our discussions were very, very interesting. So I'm going to be
Yes.
reading a combination of comments and questions. For example, J.R. Sangtian says, "Lovely Miss Belarus from the
Oh,
Philippines." Yes, and Kathy Ponsuelo says, "You are naturally beautiful," and we totally agree. There's a question from Chris Caleb Ismail. Have you met Alisa already? Yeah, that's the question from Chris. So, yeah, Maria, have you met Alisa Manyon already?
Actually, not already, but I'm very excited to meet you, and hopefully, we're gonna meet one day.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Thank you very much. Yes. And Archie says that you are gorgeous and stunning. Wow. Hello, Archie. And another commenter from YouTube. Yes. Okay. Hello, Miss Earth Belarus. Good luck to your journey. That is from Arger Lagrimas. Okay.
Thank you so
And
much.
there you go. Thank you. And another person from YouTube, Natalia A, is commenting, Maria, you
Oh,
are
that's
the
my best
best.
friend.
Oh, that's the best
Oh
friend. Hi,
yes,
Natalia.
Natalia. Hi.
She's
She is
watching
watching
over
right
YouTube.
now. Yes, on YouTube. So she's really supporting you.
I told you she's
As
watching.
Yes, so
yes, yes.
supportive. So supportive.
aside aside from Natalia, another very gorgeous person is watching. Brittany Dixon,
Oh, hi,
our Miss
Brit.
Earth Australia, is watching right now. Yes, that's me. Yes, yes, she saw
Oh,
our
thank
photo swipe
you.
challenge. Yeah, she saw our photo swipe challenge, and she says, "Hi, Maria. Best of luck. You're doing great, beautiful." There you go. So now let's start with some of the question.
Thank you
Some
so
of the
much. She's
questions.
so lovely.
Yes, she's
Yes.
definitely lovely. So now let's start with some of the questions. One of the first questions that I see is from Wine Mark Santos. Okay, so Wine Mark Santos says, "Hi, Miss Earth Belarus. My question for you is, if ever you become a Miss Earth the virtual winner of Miss Earth 2020, I like this one. What will be your first official message to the world?" That's a nice question, Wine Mark.
That's a really interesting question, and it's quite hard to answer straight away. But I think my first message would be that we actually speaking more about the climate change, and we start talking more about the ways how we're gonna actually change the situation we are in right now, and yeah, just talk, taking an action, and making people
That's
take
right.
action, go from like knowledge we are giving them right now to an action.
Mm, that's amazing. Go from knowledge to action. There you go. It's not enough
Really
that it's
great
all in your head,
answer.
right? That's actually a great final answer. It's like we have to go from knowledge to action. Wow. That's like the mark of Miss Earth Belarus, knowledge to action. Amazing.
Yes.
Yes, and thank you very much for that question, Wine Mark. Another question is, yes, right? Yeah. Another question is from Glyza Quinton. She says, "Hi, what do you think is the advantage of having a virtual pageant?"
To be honest, I feel the biggest advantage of that whole situation is that people feel more connected to us than before, because there is more ways to talk to us, there is more ways to communicate. We are more responsive than the previous like girls previously. So it's a great
Mm-hmm.
way to actually link people they are seeing on a
Mm-hmm.
screen to people in life, and people who actually do something,
Mm-hmm.
who are the personality,
That's
not
true.
just the face.
That is right. We agree because usually, in the previous years, we will be able to interview the queens from different countries whenever they arrive in the Philippines. So that's usually the first time we get to see them.
Yes.
But now, even before the pageant, we get to know our queens deeply. We get to appreciate the advocacy. And then you, just like the other Eco Angels, are able to teach and
Yeah.
inform people more. So that's amazing.
Really great.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
that's true. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes. So other comments, Miss Earth Belarus, you're one of my favorites. That's from Sophie Krugman. There you go. Yes.
Thank you so much.
And oh, that's a nice flying kiss. Yes. One of our avid fans, Akiria Valor. Yes, taken from right, the very drag race character. Wow, I'm pleasantly
Yes.
surprised by how great her communication skills is. Yes. Oh, we are. no wonder, because yeah, Mariia is such
To be
a
honest, it's actually my
very
degree.
knowledgeable.
Oh, it
Mm, it
is.
is. It is. Yes,
Wow.
you have a
Yeah.
degree in communication. That's right. Amazing, amazing. So it's amazing how you're able to use
Yes.
your
I
degree in a
always believe in
platform like this. Hmm.
I don't think it's a
Hmm.
degree,
Go.
to be honest. I think it's a passion why I got this degree. So it wasn't like me getting the degree to learn how to communicate. I was always a good communicator. So I just wanted to know how to translate what I believe to people. That's why I went there. And to be
Yeah, yeah. We can actually sense it. Like to begin with, you were already a good communicator. So definitely your course just enhanced the passion that you already have, and it's so amazing to be hearing all that you have said right now and the way you communicate your thoughts.
And really
Amazing,
great
right?
message. Really great
Yeah,
messages and insights on the questions that we have. So I think
that's
that's
true.
going to come in handy when you go to the intelligence round of Miss Earth 2020, because the questions are
Mm-hmm.
going to be all about the environment and issues with the
Mm-hmm.
environment. I think you're going to ace it. We can feel it
Mm-hmm.
right now.
Super, super. Yes.
Yeah.
hopefully, hopefully.
Yes. And because of that, Athena Gondola says that you are one of the front runners. And of course, we couldn't agree more. Thank you so much for that,
Yes.
Thank you.
Athena. And, and another commenter from another viewer from YouTube, Lucas, says Maria speaks with substance. I have no doubt she will do amazing in the intelligence, just like what Nonoy said, that you will do amazing in the intelligence round.
Thank
There
you
you
so
go.
much, guys.
And before we move, thank
Thank you.
you. Yes, there you go. Thank you, Lucas. And before we move on, one last question from our editor in chief himself, Mark Ligatchilian. So, hi, gorgeous Maria. I want to find out if you have started connecting with your eco sisters and who are you excited to meet virtually?
Well, to be honest, we have a chat with all the girls, which we talk like about what we feel and how it's going and who's doing what.
Right.
Great, and actually, uh, like I'm just because I think we advocating the same case and we talk like we're passionate about the same issues. We have a
Mm-hmm.
really great communication between us, and all the girls are lovely. And honestly, it's like my pleasure to actually be in this group of girls right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, a lot of the other eco angels are actually saying the same thing. So we love the fact that even though you can't meet in person, all of you are friends virtually and all of you share your passion virtually and just radiates it to the world. So that is truly amazing.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much for all your questions, everyone. Those were your questions, your comments, and your show of support. Those were really, really great ways of showing your support for our guest for tonight, right?
Yeah.
But we're almost at the end, but not quite yet. Am I correct, Noy?
Yes, actually, we are already talking for an hour, but I just feel that it's just a short interview. I want to talk
That's
more to
true.
Maria right now, but then we've already consumed 1 hour of like discussions and answering questions. But then, of course, we will have to end it very soon. But we're not going to do that without one of our signature segments here on Miss Earth Crown. Okay, so since you are going to compete, Maria, um, in the coming months or in the coming weeks, we have something special for you right now. We have gathered special messages of support from people close to you, video
Uh-huh.
messages, and we're going to play them right now. So let's take a look at
Okay.
the video messages for our Echo Angel from Belarus, Mariia Reznuik. Let's
I
watch this.
Let's watch the first one.
Maria, I am confident that your knowledge about our planet and your love for the world will lead you to success at Miss Earth competition. And as we say it in Belarus, I will keep my fingers crossed.
Oh, that's from your
There.
national
Oh, that's
director.
amazing. Yes, he is such a nice guy. Hi, Anton. I'm all here.
Yes. But then,
Hello.
wait, there's more. We have one more special video message. Let's watch this
Yes.
second
Oh my God.
video message. I
Привет,
think you're
Маша.
gonna love this.
Это видеообращение специально для тебя. Мы бы тебе хотели сказать, что ты очень классная и потрясающая девушка.
Ты мне очень нравишься, и я люблю, когда мы играем вместе.
А также мы хотим пожелать тебе удачи и победы в этом конкурсе, потому что ты ее действительно заслуживаешь. А также мы тобой очень гордимся и очень тебя любим.
Я тебя люблю, Маша, желаю тебе самого лучшего, и чтобы ты выиграла этот конкурс.
There you go.
That's my best friend. That is my best
Yes,
friend.
yes. So, what can you say
Oh my
about?
God, guys, I'm about to cry. This is so amazing.
Oh. So, what message can you tell the people, these people right now, especially your best friend? What is your
Well,
message
guys,
to her?
yeah, it's actually a message to my best friend and to my mom, because I know my mom is also watching. I will make you guys proud of me, I promise. That's what I can definitely
Wow.
promise you.
Wow.
And hi, Mama.
Amazing, amazing. Yes. And you know what? I believe that you are really going to make them proud of you. We can already see that from just 1 hour of discussions with you. We already were able to discover who you are, what your advocacy is, and everything that you stand for the environment. And we are excited for your journey, right? So I think our viewers, our earthlings will agree that this is an exciting journey ahead. So we are definitely going to follow our eco angel from Belarus, Maria. Thank you very much for
Thank you so
being
much,
with us
guys.
tonight.
Thank you.
But before we go, we would like to give you the opportunity to say your message of thanks or to invite people to support you in your journey for Miss Earth 2020. So the floor is yours, Maria.
Hi, everyone. I actually super thankful for all of you guys. This is amazing. The support you've given me and how much love I get every day. I read all your messages, and it's so important to me. And hopefully this will grow and this will inspire me and actually motivate me to become better. And yeah, guys, I would love for you to support me, and hopefully you just get my message and get my cause, and we will be on the same journey to heal our planet and yeah, just become a better people and better as the citizens of the humanity.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that wonderful message, as wonderful as the interview that we had today with you. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was our beautiful Miss Earth, Belarus, Mariia Reznuik. Okay, so but before we go, we would like to actually thank everybody for being here with us right now. Nonoy, I think Noy's internet has already given up. I don't know if it's his internet or it's his phone, but but we can
Mine
still
is
see your
about
screen.
mine is
Are you
breaking as
there?
well.
It's okay. Are you there? But anyway, so thank you very much, everyone. Before we leave, we would like to invite you to watch out for our upcoming interviews this week and mark your calendars because on September 13th, we will be interviewing our eco angel from Serbia. Yes, our eco angel from Serbia. And before before we go, we would like to thank Miss Earth. Allow us, Maria, to just thank some people because aside from Maria, we also have some people to thank. So Miss Earth definitely would like to thank the following. Yes, maraming salamat po. Miss Earth Crown would like to thank, of course, the Miss Philippines Earth and the Miss Earth organization for all the support, and all the trust. And tonight, Aba, we have very special people to thank because we would also like to thank Hannah Shampoo, yes, for being with us tonight. And we would also like to thank Champion. Yes, just like Miss Earth Crown Champion, tapat sa inyo. There you go. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to share that very quickly. There you go. So, in behalf of Noisa Bilano, and of course, in behalf of our very gorgeous and our very smart and passionate guest for tonight, Mariia Reznuik, our Miss Earth Belarus 2020, this has been Emmanuel Feliciano saying, please be safe and take care of yourselves as you and take care of our environment also as you would take care of yourself and your loved ones. And remember what the Maria said tonight: turn your thoughts and turn your knowledge into action. That's it for tonight. So with that, we would like to say goodbye everyone and see you on our next interview. Bye.